This doesn't work. It doesn't solve the problem at all. This is very far from, although we want this, like the intention is very good, to say, you know what, you want to know what rationality is, it's induction. But it doesn't really help solve our problem, which is convincing or proving or kind of, let's say, justifying, even weaker, right? Justifying the use of this method. Just saying, oh, this is what we understand by rationality. I don't think this appeals to all those people that don't. And what you will find is, and I keep going back to this point whenever we're talking, because human beings should not be rational all the time. This is an assumption that is too heavy. We will be so depressed if we are forced to be rational all the time. In fact, most of what we do is very far from being very, well based and well rationalized. We have fights all the time. We scream because screaming scares away, your opponents as if they are bears. We take shortcuts. We insult, as we discussed. We do all these things. I don't see why, defining rationality is. You want to define rationality in a way. Let's define rationality in the most common way we do. Let's not define rationality in a very niche 2% of our time activity. Let's define it in terms of the 98%, which is completely nuts. So this doesn't cut it. Number two also tries to make a slick move. Says past success of induction should justify induction. Why do we use induction? Because it worked in the past. Because every time we used induction, we discovered something very useful about the world.
That's the pragmatic approach, right? It's basically saying, like, if something comes along that's better, they will adopt it. But for now, let's just stick with whatever works.
Very close, yes. It's like, but it works. It solves problems. This is how engineers, they stand and they do. You know how to make this. They make this particular movement with their hand. When you have your hand very very wide and you kind of shake it, it's like pi equals 3.
Good enough for me.
Right? Well, this is the definition of circular.
It's just pi, like basically saying up to, like, I don't know, like 10 or 15 digits, like, it's good enough. Okay, let's move.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm fine with 3, but saying pi equals 3, that's blasphemy. Or pi equals e equals 3. Whenever they see e, they put 3 as well, right? This is the definition of circular reasoning here. To justify induction with induction, so past success implies a general rule. In the case of induction, this is circular reasoning. You want to justify induction for me? Don't use induction. Use some other method. come up with some proof that is much more convincing. So number 1 doesn't cut it. Done. Number 2 doesn't cut it.